Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Engineering Nation. Today let us see the types of flow that we have in Power Automate. So basically every flow has two main parts. The first is trigger and the second is action. We can have one or more actions in our flow, but we should have only one trigger. So here you can see we have one trigger and action. Just we have the two components or the two main parts in the Power Automate. So first of all, let us see what is trigger. So trigger is an starting action for the flow. The trigger can be something like a new email arriving in your inbox, or a new item being added to a SharePoint list, or new file uploaded to the OneDrive. So trigger is something like which kick off our flow, or is an starting point our flow, which starts our flow. So this is what the mean of trigger is. So what is action then? So actions are the next phase of the flow when a trigger is invoked. For example, the new email trigger will start the action of creating a new file on OneDrive. Other example of action including sending an email, posting a Teams message, or post a tweet, and start an approval. So whenever our triggers in the Power Automate, or when the trigger is invoked, the next step is an action. An action can be of sending an email, or posting a message in the Microsoft Teams, or in the Twitter with the help of Twitter connection, or starting an approval. So this is what the mean of actions. So we can divide the types of flow based on the way it triggers. So there are four types of flow. The first is automate flow, second is button flow, third is scheduled flow, and the fourth is business process flow. So let us see what is automated flow. So automated flow perform one or more tasks automatically after the flow is triggered by an event. So basically whenever our event is happened, so the flow will automatically get triggered, and this is called an automated flow. Let us see in the Power Automate window. So here we can go in the create tab. So here is an trigger, automated flow trigger. So let me click here and let me give the flow name. So here is my flow name, and let us choose an trigger. So okay, so I will choose this trigger. So whenever an email arrive in my inbox, you can see this is what my connection is. So let me open the Office 365 portal, and from there I will go to my Outlook. Here is my Outlook. Okay, so here is my Power Automate. So here this is an action whenever a new email arrives. So this is an action. The next step can be of anything you can choose from here. It can be anything. If it's related to uh, Excel, then you can delete a row, get workbook, get row present in table. This is what the trigger is. This is the trigger, and this is the action in an Excel OneDrive. So similarly we can have many number of connectors here, and we can post any number of we can use any number of connectors here, and we can use as an action. So let me use Microsoft Teams as an action, and I will post a message whenever I get an email. So let me open my Teams as well. Here is my Teams, and it will first of all create a connection with my account, and my Teams is also loading here. So let me add a channel. Here is my team, and let me add my channel in Teams. It will automatically populate from my Teams database, and let us select the body message. So So from the trigger we are getting some data, we are getting some values in the trigger, so we can use this value in the next step in the action. So as a dynamic content, we can get lot of informations from a previous step. If we want to add an subject in a message, we can add an subject as an action card. So what happened, whenever our email arrive with an subject, and whatever subject it's mentioned over there, it will directly goes to here and it will post in Teams. So it will directly post me in Teams. So this is what will happen here in this flow. So there are multiple number of things that you can configure, and you can get all the information in a message. So first of all, I am just configuring is just for a subject. So whenever a new email arrive to me, to this inbox, I will post a message to the team. So let's kick off the flow. So now let me send an email to my inbox, and let me add a subject as a test and also as the body as a test, and I will send this email to my inbox, and let's check if I get an email. Okay, so let me wait for an email. Okay, yep, I got an email from here. As you can see, test and subject is also test, and let's see if our flow has triggered or not. Yep, in a 4 second ago it triggered successfully. So let us go on Teams and check. Okay, and it posted a message to the Teams. So here you go. So here a simple workflow that we have created, which automates our task, and this is called an automated workflow, which automatically triggers when an email arrives to our inbox. So let me turn off the flow and let's quickly move on the slides. So this is what an automated flow. And second is button flow. So button flow help you to run repetitive tasks from any place at any time via your mobile device with the help of button. Just by clicking on the button, you can trigger your flow and it will save your time. You can create button flow either from your mobile device or from the flow portal. So let us see what is button flow. So now let us create a button flow. So from here I will go and click on instant from flow, and you can see flow button for mobile. Just click here and create. So now it will create a button for a flow. So on the next step, this is what a trigger is that we have in our flow. This is the trigger. So let us choose an action. So what I will send an email to myself. So here I can use button flow just for reminder purpose. So here now I have successfully created a flow as in button and send an email. Now the app is also available for Power Automate, so you can use the app and you can directly use the button from the mobile phone itself. So I have installed my BlueStack in my PC so that I can demonstrate you the function of Flow app. And so basically if you go in the Flow app, you can see all the things that you have, like how many numbers of flow you have created. Just now we have created this flow, so it's showing here, and we have not run, so it's showing it hasn't run recently. It shows our account detail, it shows buttons that we have. So basically I will refresh it and it will show me the button here that I have recently created, and it will just drop here. So yep, here is a button that I have created. So whenever I click the button here, it will launch my flow and it will kick off my flow, and it will no thanks. Okay, so it will send an email to me as soon as I click on that button. So let me check if I have received an email or not. Okay, so here is an email. Here is the same email that I have configured in my flow, and I have received an email. So this is what an button flow. So button flow help you to run repetitive tasks from any place at any time via your mobile device. That makes sense. Let's move on to third option, and the third is scheduled flow. So scheduled flow allow you to perform one or more tasks automatically, but here you can define when and how many times you want the actions to be performed. Okay, let's see this thing as well. So I will go in the my flow section, and here you can see scheduled it from blank. Let's click here. So from here you can enter the flow name, you can enter the starting date and the time that you want to run. You can use the recurrence, like after every 1 minute it should trigger, and then this will create a simple flow but as a timer with the timer. So this flow can be help you to run the repetitive task but in its own time. You can set your own time when the flow should run, and for how many times it should run. It should run for 1 minute, for 1 hour, for 1 second, for 1 month. It's just completely on your need, and you can create this flow. You can have many ideas in your head, and you can create the flow with the help of scheduled flow. This is what and type of scheduled flow. So let's move on to the fourth part, and it is business process flow. So what is business process flow? Let's check. Business process flow, also known as BPF, it's allow you to ensure that people enter data consistently and follow the same steps every time for repetitive process. You can create organizations, process and rules for the common task. Example, every time an employee closes a case, a notification email with a survey is sent. You can use business process flow to define a set of steps for people to follow to take them a desired outcome. These steps provide a visual indicator that tells people where they are in the business process. Business process flow reduces the need for training because new users don't have to focus on which entity they should be using. They can let the process guide them. While with the flow, the workflow has only one direction. With business process flow, the workflow has always two directions. Thanks for your time on this video. And please, if you like this video, like it and subscribe it for more videos. Thank you.